Now that Canada's mission in Afghanistan is coming to an end, a transition is being made to prepare for what lies ahead. Recently, Global News spoke with the new commander of the Canadian Forces Land Force Western Area about the challenges to come. Our Night Watch reporter Ross Neitz has more.
With the Afghanistan combat mission now ended, the focus of Canadian troops has turned to this.
How's it going, guys?
From now until 2014, up to 900 Canadian soldiers will train Afghan troops for when Western forces leave the country. The threat, though, remains just as real. Over the last year, more than 50 Western soldiers have been killed by Afghan troops, turning their guns on their trainers. Despite this, one of Canada's top soldiers says our men and women in uniform are not shying away from the role.
Yes, there's a threat over there, but if you compare it to the risk we're assuming when we're going down in the south part of Afghanistan, in the Kandahar area where we had been for years, the risk level is lower.
When the mission ends in 2014, our military will move from sand to snow. Over recent years, there's been a new emphasis on securing Canada's north, as melting ice routes have opened up new economic possibilities. Canadian soldiers are now being specially equipped and trained for the extreme north, but the task remains a monumental one.
We have to have the ability to project our forces, and that's a key challenge. How do you get there fast enough to have an impact on the ground in a huge, huge area?
While there's work to do both domestically and abroad, Canada's top military minds say a large part of their focus moving forward has to be the retention of soldiers. Since 2004, the Canadian Armed Forces have grown by more than 6%. Recruitment efforts helped in part by the mission to Afghanistan. With that now winding down, retaining those troops may prove increasingly difficult.
If we're losing them as fast as they're getting in, as an organization, we're moving backwards, right? So we have to keep it challenging and interesting for the folks who are already in uniform, already trained up. They have served for 2, 3, 5, 10, 15 years.
Keeping the best we have in uniform and serving Canada for years to come. Ross Neitz, Global News.